Hello, welcome back to my channel. And for my merch haul, I guess, I'm gonna be showing you some stuff that I bought, not for myself. It's gifts because I have two friends whose birthdays are coming up and they both like anime and gacha games, so I bought some stuff for them. I'm not gonna open it because it's not my stuff. I'm just showing you that this is what I got in terms of like nerd stuff. One thing is actually for myself, but I'll get into that in a little bit. So the first thing we have is this Mosh figure. Mosh, Magic and Muscles, basically buff Harry Potter takes over the school. And I really like the fact that this show is very unique and also very funny. One of my friends actually really likes this anime. She doesn't watch a whole lot of anime, but this is one of the animes that she liked that came out pretty recently. And so I got her this figure of Mosh in like a very action pose. Now this is from the Vibration Star line. The Vibration Star line does a lot of like action poses. I think there's one of some Naruto characters and some Jujutsu Kaisen characters that I've been eyeing. There's one of Yuta in particularly from Jujutsu Kaisen that I've been eyeing for myself. I just haven't bought it. But this is one of Mosh, and I picked this up for her, so this is going to be part of her gift. And then the next one I picked up was this acrylic stand of Astro. Again, I'm not going to open this because this is for my other friend for their birthday. They like ZZZ, is one of their favorite Hoyo games. So I picked up this acrylic stand of Astro from the same people who made the Miyabi acrylic stand, which I could pull out for you guys right here. So this is the Miyabi acrylic stand. It should have similar properties to it. It should be reflective. It's probably not going to have a back on it. And it probably should have the same stand if I'm not mistaken. So I got my friend the Astro one. And this one is kind of close to the Miyabi one because it's from the same company. I honestly don't think it's the official Hoyo, that official Hoyo merch. I think it's from somebody else. But nevertheless, even though it's not official merch, it still is really nice. I wish I could show you guys more of it, but I don't want to open it. And for some reason, they put a really ugly barcode / sticker right on top of Astro. And I tried to take it off, but it wouldn't come off, and I didn't want to damage the plastic. So this is the best you guys are gonna get. Just think of my Miyabi acrylic stand, but replace Miyabi with Astro. Now the next thing I can unbox, but I probably won't go into a lot of details right now because I might make a video just dedicated to this and like something else. But this is an Iron Mouse tote bag I got off of Amazon for like $6. I was looking for stuff to add to my free shipping because I don't have Prime, so I have to buy over a certain amount to get free shipping. And I didn't want to pay for shipping when I literally had like $5 left. So I bought this little tote bag of Iron Mouse for $6. I really like Iron Mouse. She's one of my favorite Oshis from the VTubing sphere. She's one of the few VTubers I watch regularly. So I was really happy to pick up this merch anyways. Like I said before, I'm not going to go into full detail, but I will unbox it for you guys. So you guys can have something to unbox for the merch portion of this video. Okay, and here she is in all her glory. I'm not sure if this is official merch or not. This may be fan-made merch, but I do love the little references they have on here. I think it's really cute. And I thought it was going to be pink, and I'm not really a big pink person. Like, I know Iron Mouse's colors is like pink and like a dark purple, but I'm not a pink person, so I wasn't sure if this tote bag was going to be like full-on pink in your face. But I do like the fact that it came with a white background instead, which I'm really happy about because I feel like it kind of tones down the colors considering Iron Mouse is a pink VTuber. So this is what it looks like. It has a lot of references to her as a content creator and just as a character in general, so I really like it. Probably gonna use it for like my groceries and stuff whenever I do go shopping. So yeah, that's gonna be really cool. Okay, so that is it for merch stuff, so we're gonna get right into the figure unboxing for this video. So today I'm going to be unboxing a new figure. I told myself I was going to not buy a lot of figures because at this point I'm still about to move soon, and you know, I've been trying to ship down my figures to my childhood home so that I don't have to get storage and stuff like that. But I caved, guys. You know the reason why I caved? There. Say no more. It was Makima. I caved because of her. And like, I was debating to get a Makima figure for a while. It was either this one or the one by Taito where she's like putting on her overcoat. And I might get that one eventually if it's available in the next coming months, because I really do like that one. And I really wanted one in her overcoat. But my friend was telling me from this local like anime shop that's close to where I live now, they had this Makima figure. And I had an opportunity to buy this Makima figure I want to say like almost a year ago, because when I went to Barnes & Noble's by myself one time, I saw this figure and I was like very hesitant because at that point in time, like I wasn't sure like if I had like enough expendable income to like actually buy the figure. And you know, I was just being a bit hesitant because, you know, like figures take up a lot of space, and I wasn't really sure if that was the Makima figure I really wanted. And I kept stewing on it, and then I was like, I should have bought it because like the Bi-Cute line is really popping off right now. A lot of people like the Bi-Cute bunnies, and I really wanted to get my hands on one. And I just really like Makima in general, and I wanted a Makima figure, but I wasn't really sure exactly how I want my Makima figure to look at. I saw this figure online be available for a little while, and then after a while you couldn't find it anywhere except for a few sketchy places on AliExpress. And I was like, I'm not taking a chance with this, you know, like she could be a bootleg, and I really don't want a bootleg version of like any figure, but especially this figure, because I really want to experience the Bi-Cute bunny line like firsthand, authentically. And my friend was like, yeah, they selling these Makima bunny figures, and copped one like a few weeks ago. And I was like, they're selling them? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, I low-key want one. And I was like, and so I ended up going. I got the figure, the Makima bunny figure. I honestly thought there would be no more left when we went, because there was only two when my friend went the other time, but they had one more left, thank God. And so now I'm going to unbox it here for you guys today. Okay, so this is how she looks. I'm sorry, my camera's a bit tilted. Let me try and fix this. I think that's the best we can do. But this is her right here, and the reason why I like this bunny figure compared to other bunny figures on the market is because unlike the other bunny figures, which is basically heavily referenced by the Playboy bunnies from the Playboy Dirty magazines, this bunny figure is a little different from this. Like, she's not wearing the full bodysuit. She's wearing kind of like a shirt and the pants and some shorts with some fishnets, which I feel like is a bit more appropriate. Because I feel like the Playboy bunny suit can be a bit jarring for people who are not in like the anime circle and know that's like a typical trend in animes to have characters in bunny suits. Not really for lewd purposes, just for like a gag sometimes. In most cases it's just a gag, not really for lewd purposes. So I figured this one will be less jarring if anybody who's like not into anime like my family sees it, because it's basically her in a shirt and the pants. The only like, I guess quote-unquote inappropriate thing will be her fishnets, but I feel like it's very tamed considering like it's Makima and she's from Chainsaw Man, and Chainsaw Man is very much an untamed shonen series. So I was like, yeah, I'll cop her real quick. And so I'm just gonna unbox her today. I'm sorry I rambled. I'm just really excited about this figure. Alright, so this is how she looks. I really like this figure. Not only is she really big, considering she's a price figure, but the ByQ bunny line, I don't know how they're doing it for such an affordable price. But she is wearing real tights. I repeat, she's wearing real tights. And that real tights on an anime figure is very hard to come by in the price figure line. Usually those are reserved for more bougie figures if you want to go bunny girl outfit route. Freein usually has real tights on their bunny figures, which is why everybody likes the tight versions for bunny girl figures compared to bare leg, but that's a whole different story. But the ByQ bunny lines, I didn't know their tights were real. Like, I seen people unbox this figure before, and I don't think I've heard anybody talk about their tights being real. So that was the first good thing. The second good thing is her sculpt is beautiful, okay? Like the sculpt of her shorts, the sculpt of her little shirt, even the sculpt of her hair. And it's not really a complicated hairstyle because Makima wears her hair basically in a braid. It was pretty good. The sculpt of the bunny ears, and the bunny ears comes detached, so you have to put them on yourself, but that wasn't an issue for me because like I'd rather it come detached and I put them on myself because I don't want them to like break in transit, so that was no problem. The base was kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little plain, but it's not too bad because they did a little like design in the base, like they had like a gold trim, and it has like the beef, I guess, for the ByQ bunny line logo. That was not bad. Like if it was a plain back base, I would have complained more. But since they tried to do a little extra with it, I'm not going to be too picky about it. I feel like if they did something over the top as a base, it might have taken away from the actual figure. So I'm not too picky about that. My only issue with this figure is that I've never had this problem happen to me with figures, but for some reason, like, her legs weren't completely lined up with the holes in the base. Like if you're not accustomed to buying figures, usually in the bottom of the figures there's like pegs, and you use the pegs to stick the figure into the base. And usually what is supposed to happen is they're supposed to line up with the figures posing, so that all you need to do is just stick it into the base and display it. The problem with this figure is that the legs weren't completely lined up with the holes in the base. It was like 3 hole pegs. And so I kind of had to maneuver her back leg into place, and that was really scary for me because I've never had to do it before. Like I know other figure collectors do it sometimes because, you know, they want their figure to fit into the base. I've never had to do it before, so I was really scared that I would have accidentally like snapped her legs and I would have just sobbed and cried because like I said, I haven't seen this figure anywhere else besides sketchy sellers on AliExpress and this shop that I went to with my friend. So I was really scared that I would break. The only time I was able to get this figure is going to be broken. But luckily that was not the case. After I got enough courage to actually do it, I was able to maneuver her back leg into the base properly. Not gonna lie, that was a scary experience, but it worked out in the end. So that was my one complaint. But like I said, with some other figures that I've opened, when it comes to prize figures, their quality control isn't always the best. And that's because, you know, they're being mass produced for a low cost, you know. So sometimes you're gonna get these quality control issues where they might not like fit correctly into the base, or like there's gonna be some issues getting the like pegs where they need to be, stuff like that. Like small issues can usually happen when you are mass producing all these figures for a low cost. So for prize figures, it's not really uncommon to have like small quality control issues, but that was literally the only bad thing I had about this figure. Besides that, this figure is amazing. I'm so glad like I bought this figure because it was one of the figures that I really wanted, but I was hemming and hawing about, and by the time I was ready to actually make the purchase, it was mostly gone. So I'm so glad my friend told me about the figure being in stock at the store, because that's the store I usually go to anyways. So like it's pretty close to where I live. So luckily they had her and she was looking beautiful. My fear was that by the time we went, she would be gone because, like I said before, my friend got the figure like weeks ago, like I think 2 weeks ago. But whatever the case is, she's here, she's home. What I'm gonna do with her, I'm not 100% sure, because I already packed up all my figures because I'm moving, so I just didn't want to deal with them. So what I did is that I packed them up and I shipped them to my childhood home to stay there as like kind of like a storage place until I get my new apartment. And then I was going to like every so often take a couple of figures up with me until I got all the figures up where I want them to be. So that was kind of like the plan. I still have some space, and I might ship her down because I have been shipping down. I'm still shipping down stuff to my childhood home. So I either might ship her down or maybe put her in my suitcase without the box and just take her home with me. We'll see how that goes. Right now I'm just gonna display her on my desk. I'm not even gonna bother to put her on the high shelf because there's literally nothing else there. The only merch stuff I have are my acrylic stands and the very small figures that can easily fit into a backpack or a suitcase or something like that. So I'm just gonna display her on my desk for now until I can figure out what I want to do with her. But I love her so much. I think the Buy Cute line is really amazing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get the power one because honestly the Makima one in my opinion looks better, so I might just have the Makima one. But I do think that she looks really nice. The figure is really nice and I'm so glad I was able to find her. And that is it for the video, so enjoy the speed paint.